because right now I'm in my off season and Ashley right now is in prep. We can kind of compare and just talk a little bit more about the mindset.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on.
Good morning, guys. So today I'm going to do my cardio, of course, later because we are training with Ashley today. We will be doing back and some shoulders. And also, I thought that it will be really interesting for us to kind of give our perspective on off-season versus prep, because I am right now in my off-season and she's already in prep. So it's going to be kind of an interesting perspective to kind of compare. And yeah, I really hope you will enjoy our workout. Right now I'm just, as always, drinking my pre-cardio drink, and as I said, I'm doing cardio later because we are training with Ashley and she likes to train slightly later than me, which is, we agreed on 9 a.m. again, so it's still fine. It's just, you know, it's Friday, it's my check-ins with my girls and I want to be done as early as possible, so I don't want to wait because being here I am 10 hours behind anyways, and dragging my check-ins even later, it just makes me so stressed. But this is my problem and yeah, so I really hope, not really hope, I mean, I'll see you. Okay, so it's pretty dark here, but let's open up the window a little bit. So cheers, guys, and I'll see you when I will be done. Guys, we are almost done. It's 35 minutes total. I feel really good. It wasn't too hard, but you know, sometimes on some days I feel like I am not more tired, but actually just more lazy. So to begin with, it's always harder, but when I'm almost done, it's just fine. So I'm gonna pause a little bit right now, then maybe do some leg raises for my abs, just because I know that with Ashley we won't be doing any abs because she don't need it, and usually our workouts are pretty long anyways, so adding abs would just extend everything. So as I said, I want to be done today as quickly as possible because of my check-ins and me being extremely stressed about my girls and my work, because I hate not being on time and having things to do, and it's just, yeah, it just messes with my head a lot. So as I said, I'm gonna pause right now, do some leg raises, and then see you with my breakfast actually.
Anywhere, confident she's number one. And if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of Confidence Club, cause that don't last forever.
No, it's still winter here, but honestly today especially, it really feels like autumn, just because the trees and just the wind, the sun, and everything combined, even the smell, kind of reminds me of autumn for some reason. That's weird, yeah.
Show it like she knew, like she knew, she knew, she knew. Wasn't really ready, no, I had to grow up, but it's so heavy and I'm feeling low. Unlearning all that was wrong for me, and I wish somebody would've should've warned it. No, they did, but I kept ignoring. Didn't wanna have to face it, but if I don't, I know it's gonna break me, oh. Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's number one, and if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of Confidence Club, cause that don't last forever. I wish I saw what she saw, I wish I knew what she knew. I love how she just don't know, but sadly I've outgrown it. I know I'm still that girl, but I don't know how to show it. Like she knew, like she knew, she knew, she knew. It's like sitting in a boat, wondering if it is going to float. Now that
Okay, so I'm gonna test this microphone. I will be going to the other room and just see if that works. So guys, I really hope you can hear me because right now I am in different room, and I really hope that voice or sound isolation actually is pretty good. And sorry that I'm speaking total nonsense. I just want to make sure that it works, and if it does, I'm a genius. So I chose my outfit. Actually, this is just simple hoodie from Amazon, and of course newest Buff Bunny collection, the sports bra, seamless sports bra, and of course my favorite leggings from Buff Bunny, which is butter bliss legging or something like that. I will leave everything here. And also, as you know, I work with Cookie Dealer, and they send me quite a bit of cookies, and I know that they are super fresh and I won't be able to eat them all till they last, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna give some to Ashley. Hopefully she will be able to try them because, as I said, she's on prep, but I guess she still eats protein bars and stuff, so it should work. And yeah, so I'm gonna try using microphones that I just tested today, and hopefully everything will work too. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. I'm still trying to keep videos interesting to you and just kind of give not only our workout, but kind of give you more like our insights, our feelings, our thoughts, our mindset. And yeah, so I really hope everything will work out. And now I'm gonna make some pre-workout.
Like she knew, like she knew, she knew, she knew. Baby, know that she knew, that girl knew.
Yes, so I will be actually doing a little voiceover on our workout, but also I will be including some raw clips because, as you saw, I was testing the new microphone, and honestly it did work pretty well. So I will be including later more clips of us just talking and just kind of giving you the raw thing, you know. So we started with some one arm rows. Ashley didn't like this exercise, but I love it, so we kind of did our own thing for the first exercise, and then of course we moved on into pullovers. You actually got me hooked on these with this handle because I used to do mainly ropes.
Yeah.
And now that I tried it, it's so nice.
Yeah, with the ropes, it's tempting to get the triceps.
Yeah, so it's completely like lats.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like off really good. This is extremely random. Are you a Buff Bunny athlete?
I am.
Okay, me too. Chat with my friend.
I think I was, yeah.
Why did I not see you there?
I don't know. To me, you look familiar, but I can't pinpoint where.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I was at that one too. I was like, I feel like what a small world.
What a small world.
What's your name?
Laura.
Maddie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That's crazy.
Oh. And that was super awesome. I actually just randomly met one Buff Bunny athlete. She was also wearing Buff Bunny, I believe, and I was wearing Buff Bunny, of course, too, which is always fun. And I never expect to meet Buff Bunny athlete, especially here in Vegas, because when I was back in Houston, of course, there's so many girls that are wearing Buff Bunny or are affiliates or just athletes for them. But here, it's not that much of a thing, you know? So I was really happy. I hope I will see that girl again and we can maybe film something for Buff Bunny. I'm not sure. But yeah, so we actually moved on into this machine, which is for your lats. And I am constantly training at elevation, but I never tried this machine. I don't know why, but I loved it. It was quite heavy, as you can see it from my face, but it really targets your lats well, especially if you control the weight. So the thing I do with my back training, of course, is I never go too heavy in weight because it's so easy to lose your connection with back. So I would rather just go a little bit lighter but slower, controlling my tempo, really making sure that I'm feeling all of the muscles firing and just really focusing on that back.
How often do you practice posing?
Right now, I try at least, every other day.
Oh, you're better than me.
So you practicing less?
Like 30 minutes a week. I should be better though.
And do you find it like You practice more on prep, of course.
My practices shows, I guess. So yes, during prep, yes.
Yeah. I mean, every other day would be way better, for sure.
Yeah.
Daily, ideally. As you heard, both of us need to practice posing a little bit more, so we will be doing that later in the video. You are going to see, you'll see some tips and just the updates. Also, I really started enjoying this single arm exercise for the lats. It feels just amazing. Then we moved on into double arm lat pull down on a cable machine, which also felt great. We call it giving birth exercise, which was super funny. Then of course Ashley left me to check the Arnold. So apparently I just lost my training partner because Ashley went to watch Arnold, which is fun, you know. I'm still trying to kill it.
When will your arms be making their debut? They're hiding.
I know.
They're always in hiding.
They are still in the making, so
they're under construction. At least you can wear crops. I hate wearing crops.
Really?
Yeah, I hate them.
I mean, I can see that because you always need to be kind of I know.
I hate it. Even when I'm at home, I hate crops. I always
at home never. Loose stuff, hoodies.
Yeah.
I love it.
Baby, I know this might sound insane, but baby, you're gonna love me again, love me again. Yeah, I paid my dues to show you I'm not the same. It has cost me much, but I would do it again. So baby, come on, love me again, love me again. I know I messed it up, but in my soul, I feel a love for you that's out of control. Sometimes I feel like I can make you whole. I just can't change my emotions. Oh, come on, love me again. You're all I need. Can you love me again? I bleed. Come on, love me the way you did.
Can I give you a suggestion?
Yes.
In your front pose, your hand is way too far over. You're touching your belly button. You're like this. I don't know if you realize it. You're like this. So, especially you have the tiniest waist. Don't hide it. Right? So just, I would say, don't even go. I like to use my hip bone as a guide and just kind of not let it go any further than that. But yeah, you were kind of like
below.
this.
Yeah, I feel like
That looks better to me. Which, to be fair, I get why people do this. It looks good from one angle, though. Only the head judge. But then the judges on that side are going to see like this.
too much of
So, like, I am punching myself in the stomach, you know? Glutes be popping. I
those
can
leggings, wide leggings.
see them.
That's
Strategy.
that upper body is so full. Dang. Oh my gosh, do you feel that it's easier to pose after upper body training with your upper body? Like, or do you, no?
Yeah.
I always feel better
I just
after.
notice when I'm not wearing shoes, like the heels.
as always, workout is done, and now, how do you feel after this one today?
The pump is real. I think I made a gain, one gain.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Every rep, yeah, for sure. Hey guys, so as he said, our workout is done, and now I thought, because right now I'm in my off season and Ashley right now is in prep, we can kind of compare and just talk a little bit more about the mindset and just in general, when do you feel better? So probably this is my first question to you. Which one do you prefer, being in the off season or in prep? I feel like I know this, but you can
prep. I love the prep life.
And why?
You know, I think it's because I've always been an athlete, and there's a feeling when you are like lean. I don't know about you, but I feel sometimes like I'm floating when I walk. I'm like weightless. I'm like efficient. I'm like dynamic.
Everything feels light, quick.
I can
easy.
run fast. I can go far.
Yeah,
I'm light as air. And
Honestly, I even feel like I am more clear mentally when I'm leaner compared to when I'm in my off season, because I think digesting all the food, it takes a little bit of your energy and like thoughts. Yeah, so I would say the same. I definitely prefer my prep time, but I also mentioned that I truly enjoy my off season too right now, just because I know what it does for my body. I feel healthy. I feel like I have more energy. I know I'm an introvert, you know, but still I feel like I am more social now still, just because I have that energy that I can give to others and just not be like only by myself. If that makes sense.
I feel that, yeah. And not only that, is sometimes when we're prepping or getting close to the show, we're so freaking focused. We're just like only show, competition, this.
I need to train, I need to eat, I need to sleep.
Yeah, it's like kind of consumes your mind sometimes. Yeah. So that's probably another reason as well. I'm the same way. I'm way more social in the off season.
Yeah.
And
then when it's prep time, especially when it gets closer,
it's like my personality changes a little bit. I'm more like focused, more motivating, and I also find I'm not as creative either. Yeah, in season, I'm way more creative in the off season. Like my mind just works differently.
And I definitely can feel that. So there's of course good things about prep and the off season in both ways, but yeah, I definitely prefer that one. And another question that I really wanted to kind of talk about is that how is your cardio and training changes, or it doesn't change like compared to the off season and prep? Like how much?
So I would say the biggest difference is cardio versus no cardio. In the off season,
you don't do
I don't do cardio. I'm over cardio. In the in season, I'll start to do cardio again, and I'll try to lift heavy, of course. But sometimes you just don't have the energy to do so, especially if you're between shows. But
so more of a pump up work, like
I try to make the workouts intense,
but it's not the same.
It's just not the same. I mean, it depends on how close I am to a show. But if I'm like going from show to show, you're not getting the best workouts. Well, I don't know about you. Me, I'm not like if I have a show the next week, my workouts aren't 100%.
Oh,
the
for
intensity
sure. Especially if we compare like off season and those in between workouts, definitely not the same.
Yeah. So I would say that's the biggest thing, is just the implementation of cardio. How about you? Is yours different?
Of course, more cardio and prep. In the off season, when I was back home, I was walking a lot, so I didn't felt the need to kind of do cardio additionally. But here, because I don't walk as much, I feel like I need to do at least some. So I kind of like to do some in the morning just to get my day started. Nothing crazy, just to get a little bit of steps in. And then so that's of course way more cardio in the prep. And I'm the one that I could probably just have more food and do a little bit more cardio. You're probably the opposite. You probably could eat less, right?
Yeah. I'd rather have less calories, less cardio. That's me personally.
For me, more calories that I wouldn't be feeling as hungry, and just a little bit more movement, which also helps when you are hungry. You kind of are more occupied with your cardio,
that makes sense. It adds more structure to your day sometimes as well. And I feel like, especially if you do cardio in the morning, it is helpful for you just to kind of
push food a little bit further away too.
Yeah, and it sets the tone for the day a lot of the times.
You feel-
It's like,
yeah.
I don't want to mess up today because I just killed my cardio. I feel
I have that box
invigorated.
checked already.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think I'm less likely to snack around if I have a really good cardio because I'm like, oh, I killed it. I don't want to like offset my good cardio session
That's
I had.
for sure.
So
That's
it can set the day off to a good start. I think
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when you start to do the cardio, it starts to get you clear-minded for your day too.
Mm-hmm. And what about food? Do you change a lot of your diet, like compared to off season and prep?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that much. I know a lot of people think of off season and in season as black and white, especially when it comes
I
to the
hate that.
diet.
Honestly,
And
I
they
hate
use
that.
this word balance, but they're abusing the word balance. Balance doesn't mean eat
Going
everything in
completely
sight
off.
and then eating just protein and vegetables
I
when you're
agree.
in season. That's not balance. Balance is somewhere in between. So I live a lot of times, especially with the diet, in that gray zone. But I will say I get stricter as I get closer to a show. You already know this. I don't even weigh my food.
Yeah.
But I'm a
That's
lot.
pretty crazy,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
it's quite hard to diet when you don't exactly know how many calories are you eating.
I know. I just throw it in my plate and wish for the best.
Well, it works. I mean.
But I tend to be more strict as I get closer to a show.
Yeah.
Like right now I snack around a bit, you know. I'll do like even like ginger candy
Yep.
chews, I'll just whatever, gummy vitamins. But as I get closer to a show, depending on if I need to get tighter, I'll start to
Yeah.
like
Just
okay,
based on
be
the
careful.
conditioning,
Yes,
yeah, where you are.
I'll be more careful about that kind of stuff. But the calories itself doesn't fluctuate that much. I want
Yeah.
to say my in-season calories probably like 1,400-1,500 if
Yeah.
I'm trying to like cut. If I'm just living off season, 1,700-1,800
Yeah,
calories.
so that's not a big
the huge
difference, yeah.
fluctuation.
So basically, you are just more active in prep, and then maybe less of snacking.
Yeah. I'm
so
a
that's pretty
little
much-
more strict in prep, but even then in prep I still
Yeah.
weigh things. But
Yeah, so honestly for me things doesn't change that much either, especially with my foods. I kind of eat the same thing, I just eat less of it and then I move more.
there you
So
go.
it's not like a crazy fluctuations, and of course we don't gain as much weight in our off seasons either, so I think that's why we don't need to go as crazy with our preps.
Yes.
And just completely go on broccoli and just chicken and something like
I always
that.
like to say like the off season is just as important, if not
Oh
even
my
more
gosh,
than prep,
yeah.
because you're going to set up your prep. And think of prepping as like a pendulum. Your off season and prep is a pendulum. The harder you go,
Yeah.
the more the pendulum is going to swing the opposite way. Meaning, if you have a really crappy off season, you put on a lot of weight, you're really pulling that pendulum back, so that when you do prep, you have to do it in an extreme way.
You need to go so hard.
You're going
like
to be doing the chicken and asparagus every meal.
60 minutes of cardio daily.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
So it swung the opposite way. And now, since you have a really intense, strict prep, that's going to create this ongoing circle.
Like on and off.
Yeah,
like
so now the
serious on
pendulum,
and
now
off.
you gotta,
Yeah.
since you've been so restrictive in your prep, now you're likely to go way off in the off season
Yeah.
because your body's just like, I'm starving, I'm craving food.
Give me
so
that.
my pendulum just swings very, very
Little.
slightly, whereas some people, there's swings way
Yeah,
back
I love
and forth.
that you said that this is the real balance, because
Yes.
being so on and so off later, it's not balanced at all. And I feel like a lot of people unfortunately use it as an excuse.
Yes.
That I'm off.
Yeah.
Now I can eat whatever. It's my off season. It's helping me to build muscle. When in reality, it doesn't help at all. It's just
especially for
no.
girls in bikini, especially we don't need to bulk. It
Yeah.
doesn't work like that. You're not. It's more counterproductive than it is. You know, I think guys can get away with it a little better, a little
Yeah,
more,
a
to
little
be
more,
honest.
yeah.
Girls not so much, and there's no need for us either to do that. And even just thinking of the health of your skin long term too.
Everything.
Girls that fluctuate by 30-40
It
pounds.
stretches the skin a lot.
You know, you might not notice it in the beginning.
later.
Maybe you're young but your skin can only be an accordion so many times, and then it just gives out.
Yep.
So I'm thinking farther ahead. I don't want loose skin.
Oh,
I don't
for
want. I don't
sure.
want stretch marks. I keep everything somewhat together. I
Yeah.
like to think anyway. So
I honestly, yeah, I agree pretty much with everything you said. I believe that we have kind of a similar mindset to on and off prep, and it's just the lifestyle that we live and we love. So I don't feel the need for us to like go completely crazy.
Yep.
Either way, you know.
I have no desire to just down a
It
plate of
doesn't make me
nachos,
happy at all.
I'd actually probably feel gross after eating that.
Exactly. I feel even more worse like after
Yeah.
that. So it's not.
I might have like one nacho or two. I'm a snacker,
that's fine.
but
Yeah.
to like, I don't like the feeling of being completely full.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you wake up the next day and you're still full.
I
I don't like
definitely
that.
did that in the past, and it was.
Me
It
too.
was rough.
I think we've all had a bad prep, but we learn from it. Some
Yeah.
people don't learn from it, unfortunately, but I learned my lesson. I've had a few of those, so
Same here.
yeah.
Okay, guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. You enjoyed our workout, our mindset. Maybe if you'll have any suggestions, topics, questions, you can actually leave them below, or just leave them on my Instagram or even on Ashley's Instagram, because I will be leaving everything below so you can check it out. And I'll see you probably in the next video. Bye.
Bye.